Talk about YouTube. How many people do have a YouTube channel here? Raise your hand.
I do.
Great. And how many videos do you have on them around about?
About five.
Okay, great. Okay. Well, at least you got it set up. So it's real easy to set up a YouTube channel. And I'm going to be flipping around on some screens, so you'll have to bear with me on this. But YouTube channel is, let me see, I can't ever, let me see here. So here's my, all right. Can you guys see my YouTube channel there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so these are all my videos. So I have about 4,000 videos in there. I very much abuse the channel. But as far as setting one up, if you don't have one, you can easily set one up with a YouTube or a Gmail account, as you know, some of you know. But it's absolutely free. And
Mhm.
when you're doing a YouTube account, make sure you dress it up a bit, and we can do that through Canva. Everybody knows how to use Canva, right?
Or Pick Monkey.
Yeah, so you can sit there, and I put one of my sites up there and stuff of that, and then you have a premiere here. So mine it's Christmas, so is Christmas a good time to sell your house? Now, the good part about this is you can use Canva too to put on front of your in front of your YouTube videos. It makes it look a little more structured. It makes it look a little bit better as far as the cleanliness and professionalism of the account.
Mhm.
Does everybody know how to do that through Canva?
You
Yeah.
talking about using a thumbnail?
Yeah,
Correct.
your nail on your headers.
Correct.
Yeah.
So everybody knows how to set it up and how to get it going and all that. We're all good. So that's really the kind of the boring part of it. I wanted to go about what do you do with the video? What do you shoot videos for? And where do you put them? So my YouTube videos are here, but I use them in many other genres, many. So first of all, let's go over some of the stuff that you guys have any ideas of what kind of stuff you should maybe think about making videos on? Any ideas?
What was the question again? You cut out.
That's okay. What kind of ideas do you have for setting up your own videos? What subjects should you have?
Um, I go by what people are searching for
Okay.
on YouTube.
The thing that most realtors do is they talk about their services and they talk about themselves mostly, right? I mean, I'm just being real. So one thing that I think that we should do with the videos, or a couple things, you should talk about your successes, and you can set up a video through Canva easily to do that. I'm trying to find one that I did there on that. Da-da-da-da-da-da. But so here's one I did through one, that I kind of shot. But talk about the different successes that you had and what it did, and I show what I saved clients on this one. So tell your story. If you had a success on buying a house, selling a house, negotiating a house, inspecting a house, dealing with a problem client, whatever, put it on a video. I mean, it's free, and start putting all that together. I also do virtual tours myself because I don't deal except if I'm dealing with a very high end home. These are $200,000 homes. I just shoot the videos, and you can see that they do get views. 60, some of them got up to 60, 70 views. I don't need a lot of views. I need like one, and I need one buyer. So, like for example, on this particular video here, I picked up a client out of Canada who's going to buy 10 houses from me. So I just talked to them yesterday. So these are also good ways to send to your clients. So if you have a listing, you can send them a video beforehand to kind of go over all the stuff that they're going to need for that listing. I mean, I think that makes you look more professional, and again, it makes you look like you're really prepared. Because I looked at a stat this week: 73% of all buyers and 83% of all sellers pick the first realtor they see. Did you know that? They don't interview multiple. It's usually the first one. Why is that? I don't know. so, but just understand if you have videos and stuff. So the lady in Canada, I set her up with WhatsApp. I'm sending her videos on my services, and she'll be able to get updates on that. Now, the other good thing about this is you can also set up other channels for your. Let me see if I can move this. I don't know if I can. Da-da-da-da. Okay. You can set up other accounts for your clients. So this particular client, I do some rehab and stuff for, and he wanted some updates on his stuff. You know, he wants to see what his stuff's doing. So, you know, I download a video a week to him on all the updates on these particular addresses that we're working on. And you can see there's a lot of them. This keeps a full disclosure. This keeps them updated, and this keeps them from sweating the small stuff, right? So even if you've got someone building a new house that's out of state, or you have somebody that's doing you don't have to be doing the rehab, but it's good to go out every once in a while and shoot some videos. I shoot every week, so I think the videos can be used for that. The other thing too, some other subject lines that you might want to think about is restaurants. What restaurants do you like? That's a big pull for these videos on that. So, you know, if you go to a restaurant, you know, you can, I mean, I've interviewed owners and stuff on the restaurant to get, and then, you know, I put it in a video. Makes you look like an expert in that local area. Be localized of the areas and the unique services that you do. Because we're out there fighting. I don't know if you guys heard about the new NAR thing coming out, but I guess we're going to have to disclose buyers' commissions, buyers' agents' commissions from here on out. So that's coming down the chute. So we need to really look at why we are worth our commissions, because we are. You know, realtors are worth their money in commissions. So this is one way to do it. Now, what do I do with these videos? I do a lot of things with them, but here, you know, I do a newsletter on all the people that opt into my websites. So just give you an example, this is one I sent out last Friday. It had 124 unique views. So that's a lot of people, and I get about $3 million worth of business, and you'll see here in the newsletter. Let me see if I can pop it up here. So here it is. So you'll see in the newsletter that I pop all my videos in there, so they're all there. The exact same thing. I write my blog on them, not reinventing anything. And then I have some old videos that I put in here, like I showed 44 West leased in 8 days. I showed that, and then I was in Newport Beach, and I shot this video, and I got 6,500 hits in Facebook. So I got some listings from that, and I also push Fathom. So, you know, this is one other way I use my videos is in my newsletters, which I send out every week. And then I resend them out on Tuesday tomorrow. The other thing that I do again is Facebook. You know, you don't want to put your links of YouTube and Facebook because they don't like YouTube. It's Google. So you can download videos on your page. You just go, you know, to more, and you'll see that there's videos there that you can do, and you download them. So you can see that I've downloaded all my. Let me move this thing again. Downloaded all my videos here, and I'll show you the one that I was talking about. Here, this one. I had 6,000. Oh shoot, sorry. 6,500 hits on this one.
Did you boost it on Facebook?
Yeah, I just put them on Facebook on my page. Yeah, I don't link them up with YouTube, but you can see I do a lot of videos.
Right.
And I just put them all
Question about boosting. That's paying for ads on Facebook. Did you pay for ads using that video, or is that just generic views, people just seeing it?
It's both. So I do boost, but you got to be careful how you boost. You just can't let them pick whatever they want. I'll go into another class, but you go into detail who you're boosting that to, who you're getting that to. You can get them. You can generate it right in your local area. So like this one, this was a cool pad I got to stay at it in Long Beach. It had a surfboard in the middle there. So I before we left to do what we were going to do, I shot a couple videos. I did the same thing in Carmel. So I'm talking about my listing, and I'm talking about it's unbelievable. It's not unreal like this guy, you know. So and I have another video I'm putting up there too that I got over in Zionsville. But it's just different stuff that I put out there to see what works and what doesn't work. And the good thing about it is it's, and then if you look on my LinkedIn, well, here's one that got another, this is all organic. I don't pay anything on this one. But on this one, I've got 144 views on this particular one. Why content marketing is crucial to be a realtor. I'm trying to recruit realtors into Fathom, right? So this is one of the other ones that I do. So you can use your stuff in many ways. Make sure LinkedIn is good for hashtags. Everybody knows that, right? Everybody know what hashtags are?
We used to call them pound signs.
Okay. Pound signs. So this is kind of what we do with that. You can also use it. Let me see here. I use what's called OnlyWire. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of OnlyWire, but basically it posts to all the 50 different social media sites for me all at once. I do have to pay for it, but it's well worth it. And I get a lot of hits like that. So let's look at my blog. Let's see what kind of hits, because my blog's my main deal, right? So this is my main deal. So I'm gonna reset this thing. So today I've gotten 6,368 hits on my blogs. Okay, I've had over 5,219,000 hits on my blog altogether. So I dump them on here too. So if you look, go ahead.
I'm sorry, you're breaking up. You're cutting in and out on me. Oh, so you post those to Blogger?
Yes.
Okay.
I've had this blog for many years, and what I do is I build my content on this, and then I can share it wherever I want with Blogger. So like if I hit this, here's one I wrote today, or because I know what's coming down the chute in the news. So I want to make sure I'm in with it, but I wrote an article, are realtors worth their commissions, which we are, of course, but I go into detail about that. But I wanted to show you, this is my video that I put here. And Fathom has some cool GIFs that you can put into your websites.
Uh-huh.
So I do that, because anything that moves or looks good, I have it all the way down. Then I put all my videos down here if you want to watch them on the side. So I put a lot of content out there for the person to do, but videos are really a good way. So all I use is this camera right here, or I use my iPhone. You can set your iPhone up to where you do shoot a video. You can download it right there on your YouTube channel, and it's private, so nobody's going to see it until you go back to your office or wherever you're at and edit it and get it ready. Now, the other thing that I do with them is you want to SEO them. Everybody know how to SEO a YouTube?
Why don't you run over that?
Sure. So when you edit, when you're in the edit part of your video, you want to there's a, let me show you here. There's a show more here. Okay. So you hit that, and you can see there, I went to Google and I looked at all the different words that might work for this particular video. And when you go into Google search, it's really a different ball game when you're looking at this. So when you're looking at it, so right here, if you see videos, this is the results on that particular one. 630,000 people watched that video or look up that word, in the last 0.64 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how you know if you've got something worth it. So like, for example, let me show you one of mine. So what I do is I do some discounts so I can get into certain areas for this. Let me see here. Videos. But you can see there, that's me, that's me, that's me.
For what keywords?
Discount listing, Cleveland, Ohio. You can get real localized on this.
Yeah.
And there's 1,530,000 people that search that. So that's a good one, right?
Your videos are hitting 1 and 2?
Yeah, 1 and 2 and 4.
Okay, that's good.
Thanks. So, I'm just telling you, because it does work. The consistency and the stuff that you do, linking them up, they want to see that.
Wow, that's great.
And then you look at, let's see what, I think I have it. MLS listing Cleveland. So that's me there. It's real, but that's me. And there's another one. And there's another one. I leave them there. That's why I leave them there. Here's another one. So I'm in that. And then you know, Cleveland, Ohio is a totally different word. So there I am in that one. There I am in that one. That one. So I'm on the first page on a lot of stuff, and that's what videos will do for you. And you get a lot of calls and people. So when they see you the second time or you talk to them, they've already kind of understand what's going on in your world as far as your unique services and all that. So some words are harder to get into than others, but if you're consistent with it, you know, you're good to go. So I mean, I don't know if I made this one, selling your home in Cleveland, Ohio. I don't know if I made that yet. This one's a tough one. I'm trying to get in on the top thing. So I've hired a guy to do this. So I'm hiring a person to really look at my YouTube channel, and because videos, everything's going video, TikTok, you know, you name it. Everybody's wanting these videos.
Yeah.
Whether we like it or not, realtors need to learn how to market, and they need to do it quickly if they're going to make it. I feel that marketing is the key to everything, and if you don't market, you're going to be a secret agent. Nobody's going to know about it. Now, there's some people that still say you should do face to face, which I think is fine. And that's fine if that's, but still to get the random people and get the random stuff and to get your name known out there, then it's very, very important to do these videos and to see. I don't know if I'm in. Let me check one more out. Not fault. Fee. I don't know if I made flat fee agent. Let's see. So I'm working on these. Let's see, flat fee. But this is what I do. I check them all the time because I want to make sure I'm on the first page, which I'm not on this one. Flat fee listing. Yeah. So Cleveland. Let me see Cleveland. So there I am again. So I'm 1, 2, 3 on that one. 4, 7.
What about on YouTube? Have you ever searched it on YouTube to see where you land?
Yeah, that is me.
No. Go to YouTube and do a search on YouTube.
Oh.
Go to your YouTube platform and then search
Yeah.
the listing Cleveland, see where you land.
I'd have to see. Wouldn't I have to sign out or no?
Nope. Just do a search while you're search across your channel. You'll want to go into the main.
Yeah.
You know, not your channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I have, but I don't do it much. Let me see.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Flat fee listing Cleveland.
Let me try. Well, there I am.
Okay, go up. Cleveland discount listing. Are you number 1?
Number 1, 2, and 3.
One of the views, yeah.
Let me see if I'm anywhere else. So I've never done that, but thanks for letting me. That's a good tip.
Oh yeah. Have you ever used TubeBuddy?
Yes, I'm starting to look at that. There's one that I learned today. It's called let me look here. Where did I write that at? I'll get that to you, but there's a new one, a new software out that kind of helps you find that too. TubeBuddy's a good one though.
Yeah, that's what I use. I don't search them. It just populates, you know, what I want
Right.
online.
These
I
are the
don't
ones.
have that much, but
These are the ones that's hard to get into. So these guys are kind of, you know, but thanks. Yeah.
yeah.
Cleveland bro.
Yeah.
What is it?
Cleveland bro. So here again, here's another one. Discount listing agent, Cleveland, Ohio. I'm number 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
And just so you know, I trained her in videos.
Who is it? Christine Papa?
Pappas. Very, very good agent. Very nice lady.
Yeah.
I really like Fathom.
Yeah. Trying to get her out of there. Believe me, I've been talking to her. But that's what you want to do with your videos. And then WhatsApp. Does everybody have WhatsApp?
No, I don't have that app.
It's basically owned by Facebook, and it's a great place to send videos and files. It's better than texting by far. So if you get a WhatsApp, I have many clients on WhatsApp. So for example, one of the things that I do that gets us a lot of hits, and you can get this right out of your MLS, is,
Uh,
and I'll show you, it got a ton of hits. Was on my when I put it on my newsletter. But let me see here. So I do a market report right off the MLS and just show them, how, the stats, and explain to them this is an audited site and all this. And I do a 7-day average, and I show them the listings, and then I go under contract, no showings, and sold. And I go over the numbers there. But what I also do is I show them the ratios of sales, listing price to sales price, and it's beyond good, right? So
Right.
that's right. That's stuff I get right out of the MLS, and the inventory shortages, all that is explained in this video. So if you have people that say, "Hey, look, I'm going to wait because home prices are going down," how many of us have heard that?
Right. Yeah.
Well, this is showing you right there. I showed 3,800 homes there, and if you look at, there's 5,800 homes. Then I talk about NAR's report there that the units sold in 2021 October, 8.2 increase. Go through all the numbers because people need to understand that it is not cooling off, that things are
Right.
still going well, and that they need to either sell or buy right now. Do not wait. And so that's kind of what I go through all the time with, this report really gives me a lot of business. Off this report here, just so you know, when I'm done today, I have 4 listings I have to go to. I have 7 closings this week. And all that's due to the content and everything that I put out, that I share. I don't need a million hits, but I do need to get the content out there to my clients and send them to that, so they understand exactly what's going on, and who's a better expert than us at it, right? So if you know what I'm saying. There's some agents that but as a new agent, I would definitely be out there looking, in neighborhoods and talking about neighborhoods, talking about amenities, why you'd want to move there. For example, does anybody know what the rent was in 2010 in Cleveland, Ohio, for a 1 bedroom?
400.
You're close, 450. You know what it is now?
1,100.
16.
Okay.
1,600.
Wow.
So when you talk about those numbers, to your clients, hey, we're not slowing down inventory. There are people, Christmas is a little different in December, but there's always people in line for these rentals that I do, or the stuff that I'm selling. But I go through all the stuff and I promote my newsletter. One thing you want to do in these videos is have something you can send once or twice or a month to them that's informative, but you need their information. So you give them a reason to, give them a free video on how to get your house ready for sale. One thing that I think is kind of boring with some of these agents is they go through, we're having an open house and this is why you should use me as a realtor.
Right. Yeah.
Nobody cares, just post the open house, put the pictures, and tell them what time it is. Instead of being at the open house, talking about some of the stuff that might be wrong with that house in a video, some stuff that may make it better, or what's good about it, what's bad about it, some upgrades, stuff like that. Be informative about your knowledge, because I think everybody here is a producer. So, you want to, I'll do, just so you guys know, I'll do about 13 million this year. So I've been in Cleveland 5 years as a realtor. So that's not very long. So I've just busted into a lot of stuff, but I've seen the weaknesses of some. When you go into so if you're going into an area that's, you guys probably have this in all your areas where there's a realtor that kind of controls that particular area, correct?
Yeah.
So what would you do to get into that area? Anybody?
I Google AdWords.
What I do? what I do is I go in there and I discount a little bit.
Yeah.
And so they're going to call you and they're going to say, well, I've never heard of Fathom. So what do you say then?
Well, you probably haven't heard of 500,000 other real estate companies.
I focus on Fathom. So I said, well, Fathom's in 32 states, has about 8,500 agents. It's on the NASDAQ.
Mm-hmm.
We're a pretty big company. And then they go, oh, really? And then all of a sudden, that particular issue's out of the window, because we're one of the, I think we're the 19th biggest one, if I'm right. Am I right there? I don't know. I'd have to look it up, but I think it's 19th. So we need to promote that. And then I go into, hey, look, we have more marketing tools than most brokerages. We can go in there. We have the technology. We have the software. And by the way, here's my resume that I've sold. So it's really important to understand what to say when you're with somebody, because I sit down and I think about all the questions they're going to ask me. I was with a Keller Williams agent at a house in Chagrin Falls. And it was about, I guess it's been about 3 years now. And they had their manager with them, and she's sitting there, and she says, we'll have this sold in 60 days. Not bad. And she went through all the stuff, and then they looked at me, they go, what about you? I go, well, I can sell it in 2 weeks. I said, but you have to give me the listing, and then if I don't sell it, you can give it to them. I sold it in 10 days. Because I understood that market. I understand what was going to happen. Even around Christmas, we got full price. Then guess what he did? He bought another house from me. So I got 2 deals out of that. And that one, I sold that one in Wooster, Ohio, which I don't even deal with, but he used me. So
my family lives.
yeah, it's not a bad city. It's kind of a cool city. It's got some cool restaurants down there. But the thing of it is, so I think we have to teach the realtors how to market, because they're going to have to get over I've never heard of Fathom before, number one. And really, it's one of the bigger companies. But the key to all the companies is, do they have the marketing tools? Do they give you the softwares? Do they give you all the, because if you go with some of these, like I was with the EXP for 3 years. I conned out all 3 years, but I do know that I believe Fathom has better marketing materials. I can say that because I was with the EXP, so I think they have better marketing tools than EXP. I think that they have better everything. So, and I also promote to other agents through these videos is that you're going to save a lot of money to be able to market with your company. So Fathom actually saved me $16,000 or $22,000 from EXP.
Yeah.
So I think we have to educate our people on doing videos because it's the thing of the future. Even I'm going to start looking into TikTok. I've been watching and listening. Anybody listen to podcasts? I listen to every podcast I can listen to. And the TikTok right now is really moving and shaking, and they're little short videos that, you do. So what you do is you create a series of videos, series of a subject, and you just shoot these short little videos, which I'm going to study and do. But just remember, marketing's always changing, everything's always changing, but YouTube is the second biggest search engine on the planet. So Google and YouTube are owned both the same company, but they have a different deal. And it's cheap, much cheaper to paid advertising on YouTube than it is on Google. A lot cheaper. So that's what I'm setting up right now. And what I am doing for us here in Ohio is once I get it set up, I will share with you the people that do it for me. So, you can use them too if you want. So
Can you repeat that, please, Brett?
What's that?
Can you repeat that? I keep losing you.
That's okay. I'm meeting with some YouTube promoters that I'm hiring,
Uh-huh.
and if it works, I will be sharing all that with you guys too. So you'll have that.
Oh, great.
I want Fathom to
Brett?
grow. Yes.
Okay, curiosity question for you. How often are you posting to YouTube?
3 to 4 times a week.
Wow.
How hard is it to make a video?
My big thing is the editing.
Editing, yeah.
I don't edit. People don't like a perfect video.
Oh God, I got to get away from that. I mean,
People want you the real Jim, Mela, Patrick, Hannah, Arlene. They want the real people. They don't want some edited perfect version. Now, if you're doing it in Canva, you can do that, of course. But if you're live, be live. Have fun. I make mistakes sometimes. I laugh at myself and I said, "Oops."
Right.
I mean, some of the videos that are going on that require the editing are things like information touring a particular model home that a builder has, communities, things that you can't just do live, because driving through a whole community, that's a lot of time on video. So it's got to be edited down and information put in on it. But on doing specific subjects, yeah, definitely.
Well, you can break it down into shorter videos. So if I'm going through a new home subdivision, I'd be going over one of the models maybe, and then go over another model the next video, go over another model, the higher end model. I'd go through all the models one at a time. I wouldn't go through the whole, the sub and the pricing and all that. That's what I would do if you want to do it, without editing it. It wouldn't be too long, I don't believe. What you can do too is take pictures of all that and then download it into a Canva video format to where you can be, bringing pictures in and out and showing that. So you don't even have to talk in these videos. You can actually just put your, your stuff there. And anybody know how to write great English, like an English major? Does anybody know how to do that? I mean, do you know how to do that without knowing how to do that?
I give it to my daughter.
Use Grammarly.
Gmail. Just act like you're right. Just act like you're writing a email, and it will correct everything that you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I give it to my husband.
Yeah, but I was at a thing, and the guy says, "Hey, you need to watch your grammar on some of my stuff," and I'm like, I didn't take that as hey, that guy's a jerk. I went back and looked and said, okay, let me see what I can do, and Gmail fixed it for me.
Grammarly does that.
And if you notice too, in these videos, I've got my website in all of them. And then I always put my phone number down there, all my contact information, and I put fair housing in all this. Fair housing is like, I don't know, man, but if you don't have it, the state goes berserks. I was investigated for 2 years for fair housing because I didn't put a logo on one of my sites, so that doesn't happen anymore. So that's why, if you notice, even my thing up here is fair housing. So I have fair housing on everything. So and then on this side right here goes all the time. So if you go down, I did have fair housing on there, man. I'm glad I'm talking to you guys. I'm going to jail here if I don't get that. But anyway, you can see here that there's fair housing on the Canva. And I do have my brokerage. So that's one of the things I do on every blog post and every YouTube YouTube pick. So all of them have, if you see, they got all that, except for the virtual tours. But the rest of them have the all that. So it's really important to get that put on there. Make sure your brokerage is put on there, as you guys probably know, and your fair housing. So, but I put it right here on top, so there's no way that anything anywhere you go, there's going to be that particular thing. So, and then just one last thing too that you can do, KV Core, and I haven't been doing them because I guess we're changing. I don't know, when is that? Is that this next month?
That's going to be phased in. Hopefully going to be introduced to district directors so that we can do our best to mess it up mid of the month, and then it'll be phased over and open up to agents soon after that. And we'll still have access to KV Core for a couple months to be able to go in and pull information off as needed. But that's going to be coming real soon. I think we're going to have an update on that, Brett, on Thursday's leadership call. So
here's something else I do on my newsletter. I dump it in my KV Core. So there's all kind of, and I'm trying to find it here on KV Core, but there's a place I put. Oh, here it is. See, so here's my real estate videos here. So I actually dumped the videos on KV Core too. I created a page, just HTML it. You guys know how to HTML all the videos?
So all your YouTube videos you're putting on here, and you didn't have any issues with online or too big? Yeah.
Nope. And the way you do it, it's really easy. So if you go into a video,
Uh-huh.
you guys like that van there?
I
That's
love
in,
Yeah.
that.
that's in Zionsville. So what I'm promoting there is Fathom. I'm saying I save so much money in commissions, I got to take a vacation. And oh, by the way, I'm going down to get a prime rib. If you want to do that, get rid of your brokerage and come to Fathom. So,
Man.
but you can see
That's
the
awesome.
you see the share thing here.
Share, yep.
You see embed.
Yep.
There's all your stuff. If it's too big or whatever, you got your width and height right there. Just copy and paste that right into your. Let me see here. Let me go back to KV Core. Where was it here? Did it? You just here. I'll show you. So when you look at that particular,
Video.
because I done my blog post in KV Core. Do you guys do that? So
Oh.
like, look at the hits I get. I mean,
We'll be looking at that now. That's for sure.
yeah. I mean, look at this. Look at the hits I get. That's a lot of hits.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of hits in there, but you know, I set it up and all that. But let me see if I can find that page. And I haven't done it. Let me see. Oh, and then I use that. You guys use the squeeze pages and everything. You can dump it all in there too. Where is it here? Tag on. Let me see. See. So right there's your blog post. You see that? So you just right there you just add a post. So,
Uh-huh.
but just remember that if you do that, you can hit, if you embed something. So, say for example, I wanted to embed this. I copy this, okay,
Okay.
and then I go over here. I hit this. See those signs right there? So it comes up a source code. This is a source code, and then I just save it. There you go.
Oh,
Sure.
cool.
It's really easy, but you can really do all that with this. Because you know and then you can put your if you want to put language down here, you just put it right down there.
So how are folks finding that on KV Core?
Well, you've got to set it up on your. Let me see.
Newsletter.
Now, well, you set it up. Gosh, I quit using it because they were changing it. But let me. There's a here it is. So here's content. So like web content. So I'm going to go in here. So this is all the,
Site content.
yeah, this is my testimonials here. Okay. I do that. And then my embeds are here.
Mm-hmm.
So you can actually get like a code for your card if you want that these millennials can put this on there and there's your code for that. And then here's your site content. Let me see here, custom pages. So this is my custom pages. This is in WebEx here. See, so that's the web content. So you can see here, here's my videos. So let me see. They put stuff up and I can't.
Yeah, that
For how you do it, yeah.
Let me get this thing out of the way here.
little help things. You clear all right above it. There you go.
Yeah, and then you can edit here. So if I want to add,
Video.
yeah, let me see here. Why does that not doing that? I
Talking
can add,
about going to your blog.
there it is right there.
creating-
So then I can just hit copy and paste that again, and I can save it, and I save it, and then that video will come up on my video page. Let me see here. The videos, I'm telling you, they're the way of the future, and people's attention spans are just horrible now. Let me go here. Right here's the real estate videos. So let me see. So there it is, right there.
Are you doing TikTok too, Brett?
Getting ready to.
Yeah, I love TikTok.
Getting ready to. But you can see there's so much you can do with these videos. WhatsApp, you can transfer them. I give my clients updates every week. I was literally on the phone this morning with one of my buyers. You know where he's at?
But where?
Moscow, Russia. Closing on a house in Independence, Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
He's got more money than I know. But they're people too. They invest. And this will be his third home he's bought from me.
Nice.
So it's just so much power that we can do. And you can see there's my fair housing. There's my fair housing there. So
Wow.
so you keep all that together and you can really give some good stuff, and this stuff just plays and plays and plays all the time. So
Nice thing
relax.
about Canva is you can create a template, or once you save a thumbnail, you can create a basic thumbnail that has the Fathom logo on it, the bug about fair housing, and then you just copy it
Right.
and just redo the background or whatever it is that you want to do. And that way you're not having to upload Fathom and upload the equal housing logo each time.
Well, one thing I do though, I do change them. I do change them a
Yep.
lot, and you're right, you can do that. But I'm really want things to look. So like this one, so like this is what you're talking about, Jim. Here, so like I go into the photos. So say I want to, you guys think of something. What would you want to do? Say a buyer. Say we want to sell a house. Say sell. Let's put in there. I'm sorry, it's slow. Sorry about that. Canva takes up a lot of memory. But let me see here. So sell. So selling. So we don't want to do self love. So right there. So you can put it right there, and then so it's right there on the thing. This is a thumbnail, by the way. And then you just hit your right click, and see that background thing right there.
Yeah.
So you hit that. So there it is. And then if you need to change the colors of that, but there's so many photos here that they're all at our disposal. So I can change the color. Say I want to make sure everybody sees that. So I'm going to go. That's not going to work. I'm going to figure out a color that's going to work. Or I'm going to move this up and around somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So it does work. So you can move that wherever you want. Or you can just do some of them. So say, for example, I can't figure it out. So I'm just going to change this one to white. You see how you can do that? So there's just different stuff you got to do, but it's got to fit all that. And then I put a website there all the time. Now, the one thing that Canva does do, so like if you want to do a video, let me see here. It'll show you that, and then it'll also, it's easy to create videos. And I always do them for YouTube. You can do them. Here's a YouTube video ad right here. You have LinkedIn video ad. You have different video ads, but I always do videos for YouTube. I mean, they can go anywhere. So that's so you can hit this, you can hit a blank thing, and you can build one right here. Canva's a really powerful software. In fact, it's one of the most powerful softwares I've personally ever seen. But you can do a lot of that. You can do social media posts, stuff like that there. But as far as videos and stuff, you can make them in Canva, and they really look professional. And you can, like Jim was saying, you can edit them. You can do all the different stuff that you can do with them. Anybody have any questions?
Canva has a free edition of it. How much, if you don't mind my asking, how much are you paying a month on Canva for the extra bells and whistles?
That's what came with Fathom. Fathom gives you this.
Fathom has a Canva account for all agents, or are you just using the free Canva account?
No, they gave me this. I found it in Fathom.
Say it again.
I found my account. I use a Fathom to get my account in Canva. So I don't pay anything for this.
Well, oh, Jim.
I'm sorry, Arlene, I think maybe your internet's a little bit weak.
It is. I'm having the worst time this morning.
Go ahead and ask it again.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I don't know what's going on with Spectrum. Yeah, I think we pay like $12.95 or $13.95 a month for the premium for Canva.
Yeah. And it's well worth it because like I said, and you can see over here in my blog, I post every day.
Yeah, I just need to get less picky, it looks like. I mean, that's what my winter is going to be on, just pounding out videos.
Yeah, and it's just content. I mean, here's one here. Why location is very important in real estate purchases. I had 221 hits. Notice how many hits you're getting on them too, because this is really important. The subject line.
Right.
Why I switched to Fathom to Happy I Did. I got 190. just stuff out there. You can look up real estate news. You can look up, if you go into Google, that's easy. I mean, if you want to look up like flat fee listing, I want to look up news on this. There it is. There's all the news on flat fee listing. I can kind of pick and choose what if I get an idea here, of stuff. So like if I just want to do real estate news, say Cleveland, which is never good. They're the most. These news people around here are the most depressing people I've ever seen. But anyway, all that being said, there it is. So you can get some good stuff there. And there's one right there. Ohio home sales rise, number of purchases drop. So they have to put something negative in there. They don't really explain that there's not that much inventory. So you might want to go in there and talk about that. You know what I mean? So there's all kinds of stuff you can get, and there's videos, and you say, okay, so there's 927,000 people looking for this particular situation. I've just started playing with this particular word here.
Yeah, that's what I do. I mean, my videos are getting hits, so.
Well, just imagine if you're sitting in front of a listing, and I put up my listing stuff. I show all this that I'm number 1, 2, 3, or 4, or whatever. You think I'm going to get that listing?
Yeah.
LinkedIn. I get a ton of hits, and I have like 9,000 people that follow me on this. So I just keep adding like as many people as I can when I feel like it. And I want to get up to 20, 25,000 people. Facebook, I'm capped out almost, so you can only get 5,000 there. But one thing that they can't take away from you, no matter what, is this: your blog. It's your blog. Nobody's going. I went to a few brokerages, so I know I'm going to stay with Fathom, but I'm just saying that this is very, very important to have to keep your mojo going. Because marketing's everything, and don't be perfect on it. It doesn't. Here's something I talk about: my unique real estate services. I got 221. Only 13% of real estates make. Oh man, only 13% of real estates make. Oh, I'm glad I'm looking at this while I'm talking to you guys.
Right.
I make mistakes.
People fill in the blanks, though.
Yeah, well, that's terrible. So anyway. But I talk about, that only 13% of agents make it. And that's something we need to promote to our people is that, if you don't market it, you're going to be in real trouble.
Yep.
And then, because do you guys have a Zillow account?
Yeah.
I mean, as much as I don't like Zillow, it still promotes me. And it still talks about my successes. And it also shows how many deals I've done this year.
Yeah.
So, if you say you're doing something, they're going to go here, they're going to be checking it. And the other thing that a lot of people are doing now is, I have to put Brett Young Realtor. I don't know if you guys heard of the country singer.
Well, no.
But they look that up. Look what they find. They find a ton.
Yeah.
And, that's everywhere. So that's what I do. And then, a lot of your potential clients, this guy, who's this guy? Where's he at? He's in Indianapolis. That's all right. So that's kind of what I look at on that. And, they're going to really check you out and, all the different stuff that you do. And it's important to be in that search engine in order to, so they understand that you know how to market, number one, and that you're going to be able to sell their house by the marketing. So that's basically why I do it.
That's great.
It's a good
I need
presentation.
to get less picky then.
What's that?
I need to get less picky then, it looks like.
Yeah, be yourself. Let people put your hair down. And I didn't mean anything by that, Jim. But
I knew that one was coming.
put your hair down. Let it roll. Nobody's perfect. And make them out of Canva. Make different stuff. One last thing I'll show. It's kind of cool. There's one called Powtoons. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it, but it's kind of a different video thing that I paid one price for it. I bought a long time ago, and I just do a lot. I do videos. I'll go in and change them up and download. You can download them from here to YouTube and stuff like that. So Powtoons is one you can check out. It's kind of a cool. It's cheap. It's a good way to
So it's a video editor.
What is it?
Yeah, you can make videos actually. So let me show you.
And you can edit in here.
Yeah. So like here I've got 223 I've done in here. Let me see if I can get
That you edited.
that I've made.
Oh,
This is actually a come on. I don't know why they have all these pop-ups, but I do a lot of videos in here and stuff like that. Let me see. I mean, I got it. I don't know.
so why would you do them in here? Opposed
It's just a
to-
different flavor. You know, I don't want to be putting out the same stuff all the time. So this has like this was kind of a really cool one. I thought that I did there. It was, you know, it was let me show you here.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, different gifts.
Yeah, it's got different backgrounds and stuff like this. So like here. See, I'm showing,
It's not fake.
talking about my successes. I got 2 clients out of that, by the way, 2 buys. So that's just some stuff I do with that.
I see.
But you can do whatever you want. I'm just showing you what I do. But I do a lot of different stuff. You know, power tools. There's just a lot of stuff you can do with it.
Wow.
So that's my presentation. And I wanted you guys to, and also be thinking about a podcast. You can do podcasts through videos too.
Yeah, my husband is working on his podcast right now. He's been.
That's
working on
cool.
content.
That's cool. Podcast gets a lot of business. It's getting more and more popular. There's just so much to do on podcast. And then, like I said, you can get potential. You know, make sure you get all your information from your people. Put the video in different places, and make sure that a lot of different, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, if you have a Twitter account, wherever that is, you need to put it. And then that OnlyWire can do all that for you if you want it to. So OnlyWire is it's very cheap, but it's very worth it. And you can see I post every day. So
What's your average time? Like 2 or 3 minutes, it looks like.
for what?
Your video length.
Yeah, I don't want too long. Yeah, I did one. It was actually got a bunch of hits. I did a presentation at a networking thing, but that was about 30 minutes. But the rest of them are 1 and 2 minutes.
Okay.
Good.
Great information, Brett. Thank you.
No, thank you. And like I said, when I find out about the other thing, I will let you guys know on that.
Yeah, that's awesome.